Today, the topic, I can already tell. It's not going to be something that everyone wants to hear. You might be triggered, you might be pushed, and you might think, Nikki, can you just ease up a little bit? I came here for high vibes. Stop. Stop making me examine my life to such a degree. And I do not apologize for today's topic because it is something we all need to talk about. Whether you're a highly spiritual person, you own a spiritual business, or you just have that kind of intuitive flow, love and light kind of vibe, that is not all there is to life. Good morning, Magdalena. Awesome to see you here. So today we're talking radical honesty, and this is actually a super empowering thing for everyone to be doing, especially those of you who do want to maybe embrace a more positive perspective, be more aligned and intuitive, and have more ease and grace and flow in your life. This might seem contradictory to that, but when we can be radically honest, when we can call out our own shit, and when we can say, hey, I am not living up to my standards, that is not being hard on yourself. That is not about, being critical or harsh or negative. In fact, is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. So that is what we're talking about today. And I did want to sort of start a little bit in your face and a little bit confrontational, because it can be so easy when we're trying to bring more peace into our lives to avoid looking at things that might bring up conflict, whether that's internal, external, on an energetic level, emotionally, physically, mentally. So just know and trust that this will be a challenging conversation. And you will need to dig deep into your strength, into your inner power, in order to walk down this path. However, when you decide to do that, when you commit to being radically real, radically honest, and radically authentic, internally and externally, you're going to see so much change, so much more power. And yes, after you get through the growing pain stage, so much more ease and grace, because you are owning the fullness of you. You are accepting that you don't always live up to your own standards, and that's not a bad thing. That's a beautiful gift of awareness. I'd love to know already through this conversation what is being brought up for you. You might be feeling, I don't know if I'm willing to go there. I've just gotten my life in order. I don't want to rock the boat again. I am pretty honest. Do I need to dig any deeper? So let me know what is coming up for you. And I want to say you are so much more capable than you give yourself credit for. So if there's any doubt, if there's any fear, there's any anxiety or any resistance, breathe, hold the space, and know that you've totally got this. Now, being radically honest isn't about being a dick to yourself. I do want to say that here. If you've had a rough day and you didn't do your whole to-do list, that it's not a chance for you to beat up on yourself and be like, whoa, look at all the things you did wrong today. Look at what you didn't do. Look at what you didn't achieve. It's not about being hard on yourself. Radical honesty is saying, I am willing to cut through my own bullshit, to know my standards, to know what I want to do, but also to know what I am capable of in this moment. I just saw that comment. I know that I'm not living up to my standards. Like I do, but I don't. Yeah, it's that kind of like on the fence thing of like, I'm pretty good. I'll just ignore those few little examples. But yeah, radical honesty, again, isn't about beating up on yourself. It's about saying, I'm going to have a good, long, hard look at the situation. And it isn't about judgment. And it isn't about negativity. And it definitely isn't putting pressure on yourself so you perform better. It's about saying, like, with clear perspective, with 2020 vision, what is going on. And you will find with radical honesty, it's not just things you're not doing well. For example, in winter, I was super slack when it came to health. Like physical activity and working out and all that sort of stuff. Radical honesty isn't, well, you're a piece of shit. Why did you let yourself go? Blah, 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 blah. Radical honesty is, hey, you just up-leveled your business. That's a lot of commitment. Hey, It's winter. You know your natural cycle is not as productive and not as extroverted as during the summer. Hey, yeah, you also could have made a plan, adjusted the schedule, tried something different. Let's be real here. So it's about having a very objective, but also very empowering view of the situation so that you can see all sides, all facets, and then do something about it. This isn't a passive thing. As you can tell from the title, Radical Honesty, it has a lot of energy behind it. When you're radically honest with yourself, it's not just so you can write it down, journal it, and look at it, and then go and do the same thing. Radical honesty is an internal commitment to, I'm looking at this because I matter, this matters, and my life matters. And if I see something that doesn't align to my standards, to my values, or to my calling, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do something different. And I want to just see what's going on there in your head. If you're in the replay, you're going to hashtag replay, but then you're also going to lean in and give me these answers. Show up for yourself. When I said radical honesty is about not just having awareness, but then actively do something about it, what came up for you? Because I know so many people, especially as I've started working as a coach and growing my network with people who are into personal development, professional development, entrepreneurship. There's a lot of talk and sometimes not a lot of action. Radical honesty internally is a lot easier than when we bring it externally. Is that your gap? Is that where you need to lean in? Because I'm sure some of you out there are saying, no, I have a really good grasp about what's going on. I think, as Magdalena just said, I'm not living up to my standards like I do, but I don't. Like, you're aware of it. You're totally aware of it. But then what are we doing about it? It's coming to my awareness that I'm losing my spark. Therefore, I need to revisit some areas of my life. Beautiful. Beautiful. Our life, our journey, our personal development is never one and done. It's always this leg of the journey, time to reassess. Because sometimes we let baggage go, we leave things behind, it's done and dusted, and it doesn't come up again. But what often happens, we're on to the next stage, bigger, brighter, more powerful, more amazing, more focused, more glorious, and we're ready to move up to that next level in different areas. So really, really love that. Bring awareness, but then what do I need to act on? What do I need to do different? Or what do I need to do more of sometimes? Because radical honesty, as I said earlier, it's not all about the negatives. It's not all about the things you're not doing well. Sometimes radical honesty is like, oh my God, I am owning this area. Like, for example, Magdalena, maybe you're owning your health. Like you said, we got on the bike today rather than going for a walk. Yeah, experiment, try new things. Maybe that's your superpower. And when you're radically honest, you can lean into it and say, if I'm really good at this thing, how can I do it more? How can I share it? How can I bring it into other areas of my life? How can I just celebrate perhaps how great I am? So radical honesty also leads to some beautiful places. Now, because I like magic, what we're going to do is use the Kali Oracle. And the reason I chose this one rather than just my tarot decks is because when I work with this Oracle deck, it is like straight shooting, radical honesty in Oracle form. So we're going to pull a card from this deck today, just to end off the session. I love this topic. I could literally do a masterclass on this. Let me know if you think I should. Radical honesty. How do we bring it in? How do we go from awareness to action? Or rather, awareness alignment to action. Beautiful. So I apologize. If anyone actually knows how to pronounce these things properly, I might butcher it. So the Goya, probably wrong, Kali. How beautiful is she? I'm just going to try to get it in focus. As I said, quite in-your-face kind of oracle. Love it, love it, love it. She's always so powerful, always so passionate. And with this one, I actually like to look in the booklet because The messages are just so spot on. So let me just flick through. It's number 28. Our Divine Mother who knows all, with every answer and every mystery within her power to disclose, provides knowledge at the right time and in the best way. An answer to your question shall be provided. Do not immediately dismiss intuitions that are unexpected or lead you into unknown territory. Rest and reflect upon your insights, allowing your wisdom, rather than a reaction, to distill their usefulness and value. An entirely new perspective about a matter of importance is awakening. A secret shall be revealed, and all you need to know will be given to you. If you need to go back and watch that in the replay again, just to listen, do so. We are talking about radical honesty today, and I absolutely love that, because radical honesty asks of you to look inward and ask the question, what is really going on here? And what stood out to me so much with this card, with that message, well, there's a few things. Let's see. Do not immediately dismiss intuitions that are unexpected or lead you into unknown territory. Wow. When you're radically honest, whether it's a positive, a negative, or a neutral kind of response, that awareness is going to lead you to a whole new level. It might come out of left field. It might be not something you want to face. It might be actually really scary, new, or, unsettling. Growth is on the other side of that. Awareness is on the other side of that. Power is on the other side of that. All I need to know will be revealed to me. When we are radically honest, we see what we need to see. We hear what we need to hear. We know what we need to know, so that we're more powerful, so that we can act from that place of power. Love it. Let me see this other one. Rest and reflect upon your insights, allowing your wisdom rather than a reaction. When you're radically honest, it's not about like, oh my God, here's a problem, let me jump in, go crazy, and have to fix. You're not a problem to solve. Respond, not react. When we have radical honesty with ourselves, we have more awareness and then more control over the situation, because we actually see it for what it is. We're not, rose-tinted glasses, blinders on, seeing half the picture. Totally love this for you today. Share all your thoughts, share all your comments, and if you have any questions at all, drop them below. It's been fabulous. Thank you so much. Have an absolutely, completely, radically real and honest and a magical day.